Hello, friends of Komodo platform, friends of Pirate Chain, friends of Bitcoin, friends of price charts, crypto. Let us take a look. My name is E. Giuliano. It's the 3rd of August. Wow. Oh my goodness. 3rd of August already. Well, now we have moved into 4th of August as we are coming in the wee hours of the midnight morning in UTC time. Sharing the screen here to look at the price charts. What is even going on since the last time? Maybe not so much. Everything is as we might have expected. Here is a basic idea playing out in my consideration. There are many more options as well, including just going further down, as well as not going as far down. Just a reminder for those of you here, we'll take a look. Thanks for liking the videos and making comments. It's nice. Okay, where are we? This is a daily price chart, BTC USD. What are we looking at? We're looking at fib retracements. Okay, on the lagging indicators, it looks like, well, we could be heading for some bit of negative momentum on a daily time frame. So yep, that could be played out over the next week or two, sure. And then we'll see from there. This also could be short-lived and we could continue higher back into, let's say, towards the oversold territory, back into more positive momentum. But there's definitely a good chance of, since this move was so strong and fast, we could have a bit of a slower correction here to work its way out before making another good strong move up to that region where we consider for possible resistance, which might even be as low as the 47,000s, 46, whatever. But we're gunning for that 50. Okay, now, having said that, yes, it could go in any which direction. I know this is financial advice, but the idea here is now we are currently at a 382 retracement level. So we could get a short-term bounce off of that and then further down. And as we see on the 4-hour chart, it will show that we are getting some indication that we could be turning up for a bit of upward direction relatively. So this basic idea right now we're following, that's fine. Let's go down to a shorter time frame of 4 hours. And I'm just going to go towards those indicators to show you, yep, we're looking like we could make our way to more positive and green momentum. Same thing with the RSI. Oops. Yes, it could go further down before it goes up. So that's, I'm not saying it's ready to turn around yet, but could be in a near zone of turning around and making its way back higher. Higher. So let's dive in a little closer. Let us eliminate some of the extra noise and see if we can catch anything from price activity itself. So we see, just keeping in mind, the 37.6 is a 382 level. The 36 one is about a 0.5 retracement, and the 61.8 is a retracement is at about 34 to 35,000, 34,600 USD. Okay. I have the bounce here at the 5, but it could be the 0.618. It could even be down here at a 32, 33 level and still work. But really, we don't want to go below this 34.6-ish level. That's the real big line in the sand. Okay, so that's the idea that we're looking for generally. And let's see now, where are we? We have made an impulsive move up. Now we're making a corrective move down if we're considering the short-term trend. Now, overall, well, this wave has changed the overall trend because now making a higher high than previous lower high, and that's significant. So now we need to wait and find our next significant low. That's really what has to happen. And time's a son of a bee, son of a gun, daughter of a preacher, all those kinds of things. It'll it'll be sometimes quite challenging to work around, but anyway, that's what we have to work with is time. So just play along. So we're going to get away from the candlesticks into the line chart. And we really don't have any information yet. You know, considering the degree of this whole move up, this move down, I don't think that we have completed any significant move down relative to this degree of move up. Therefore, yeah, it's starting to make sense. We can have some sort of 5-wave down and then a 3-wave up and then another 5-wave down. Timing wise, you know, we're moving in towards about, well, anyway, I played it out and, you know, we could move into September with this type of action here. None of this is guaranteed, but this seems like a reasonable play. Okay. The other option, or one of the other major options, is instead of going back up from, you know, from the lower, or sorry, from this kind of low here, it would just keep going. Maybe you get some of these, but really overall wrecking even harder. Upside bias remains until we perceive otherwise. And even if it's going to be going down from the upside and making on a higher degree lower lows, whatever, fine, we'll figure that out as we start getting up here, or at least as we start retracing from wherever we reach. Okay, and even then we'll need more time. So that makes sense. We can get some form of a zigzaggy move. I don't think we're going to get some flat action, so it seems about right. Okay, right on. When I say flat action, I mean a type of flat pattern, and also maybe some sort of triangle. Who knows? There could be combination, but overall, it's just so simple. It's like an impulse up. We're going to have some form of corrective 3 down, and then another impulse up. It gets the sense that that's where it needs to go, based on the up and down nature between these levels. And so since we're here and we've made that higher high, it just, unless it's a huge fake out, you know what, who knows what the market participants are really up to these days. It's such a crazy market. Look at this action. Woo, hope you're doing well. Look, this is 2021 right there from here, you know, what a crazy time. It's all sideways. It's all sideways in a range of about, you know, roughly 30,000. So let's move back up to the upper end of the range. All right, no, I'm just playing, but it's kind of true and it's fun. All right, well, let's see where we do, how we do. That's the basic idea for the BTC. All right, we're out of here for now for that. Let us move on over. We'll move on over to the RBTC and just take a quick check in. How we doing over here? Wow, we have lines on a chart. Price lines, trend lines. All right. Let us take a candlestick approach here today. Good candle. That is a nice candle. That is what we could hope for. Having said that, maybe this move is, you know, overall going to be one of these, right? Again, this is the RBTC price action. Let's hope that it, well, who knows? Who cares? If it goes down here, that's not as great. We would prefer to get some sort of bounce off of, you know, this type of line, right? That would be beauty. That would be hot. That would be handsome. Okay. However, nothing guaranteed. And if Bitcoin starts making a big run, that might be the case. But again, based on the timing and seeing, it's, you never know with the BTC pairs finishing their little cycle of whatever degree it is. It's hard to sometimes tell when that is, but overall, Pirate Chain looking so bullish, sounding so bullish, listening to people I was listening. Anyway, let's not even go there. But it just has to do with atomic swaps, Bitcoin, and of course, privacy. So all you pirates and friends of Pirate Chain, wishing you all well. And You know, watch out for those boating accidents. No, I'm just kidding around. Yeah, that's fine. Maybe some reversion to the mean, right? It seems to be something that happens. If we could get one of these kinds of corrections and go higher, that would be great. Add a bigger, you know, the next degree, but or not even the next degree, next type of wave that we might get. Yeah, that would be excellent. Anyway, could take a bit of time to play out. You know, just moving on around, whatever it needs to do, who knows. Okay, just playing around now with fun with arrows and lines. So that's the RBTC on the 4-hour price level. Nice move back up, but we are hitting currently this, which was previously support, now resistance zone. So let's see, can we make it through? I'm getting the sense of, I feel like a further correction is here. So this might be the local top of this down move, but we'll see. Let's check in next time and see how this yellow line is doing. All right, good. Now we have something, a little marker to pay attention to for the next day or two. All right, cool. But just the fact that we're back here after this green candle and we're continuing to push this level, pirate chain, I won't be surprised if it goes up higher and you know, pushes into the 9,000 level. It just, that's just what it's showing, a lot of strength. However, yeah, this seems to be an area of consideration. That's it. That's all. Okay, cool. Pirate chain, ahoy. Let us take a look briefly at the USDT market for pirate chain. And I'm going to talk about markets a little bit in another video, but because pirate chain R markets, ARRR, the R markets are showing us something true about markets. Crypto in general shows some interesting facts about markets because of it. Anyway, let's not go there. Okay, so here we are. We are working with this trend line here. So we want to hold that overall. Oh, let us make it red. And there you have it. That is the RUSDT consideration. All right. And on the 4-hour, looking like we are potentially hitting some resistance with the 20-period average. We went from top of the Bollinger range now to the bottom, hitting that 20. Therefore, we start coming back down. We're going to break this this trend line and probably test the lower band of the Bollinger Band. Other possibility is resistance here at the 20, bounce off the trend line and continue higher through the 20. We'll see. We're looking on the 4-hour, at least, like it looks like there's possibility for some further positive momentum. However, it could be another downturn for negative momentum. We'll see. We'll see. Nothing is as yet clear. We seem to be right in the middle of a turning point region. Okay. As well as like turning point in these lagging indicators, because either the RSI going to keep going higher or it's time to come back choppy a bit sideways. Okay, we'll see. All right, now bias on this one currently is to the downside, but overall upside bias. This is a 4-hour chart, remember? So yeah. And that's it for the pirate chain price charts. Again, none of this financial advice, but we're moving over KMDBTC just for fun, see if we can manage anything with the daily price action and the 4-hourly price action. Just reading it real quickly for the fun of it. Hope you're doing well. Maybe you're on the 1.75x speed, maybe 1.5x speed. We hit the top of the band, retracing now. Here we go. That's it. Looking to come back down towards the 1960 level of the 20-day moving average. But with strength, it won't even have to touch it, and we'll just keep going higher. And I do get the sense that KMD, KMDBTC is showing strength. However, we have this level to consider. Okay. But I do believe at least, you know, if anything, that is a good possibility. If we are instead, if it's instead doing one of those, well, not the end of the world, back to September, you know, and then from there, it would make its way back up. But these days, at worst, we got to hold this line of support here. Come on, KMD. That's what we need. If we want another, you know, significant degree up move, let's hold this trend line, okay? Thank you. But again, if we don't, that's fine. We got our time on our side. Okay, that's it for the KMD on the daily with the BTC price. And I just wanted to show at the 4 hour, whoops, so much action. 4 hour price chart, looks like things are turning over for a little bit. Let's see though, we might get going back higher in the RSI, maybe making some sort of divergence. We'll see though about that. Seems like we've met a bit of a resistance. We're at that 20 period average. So if we break below it, that's fine. It's signaling a longer correction. If we hold it, then I mean, it's got to start going up pretty decently. Either that or it'll just make it back up to this Bollinger Band and yellow resistance line here, which is around the 2197 here. It's counted as, but so about 2200 Satoshi level here as resistance. But otherwise, if we're breaking this 20 period, then we're going to have a bit longer correction. Let's just hope that it doesn't go below again the Ichimoku cloud region, and rather instead, if it can find some sort of support or some positive momentum again, let's get above this cloud. That'll be good for finding during the next correction some support that can make it continue higher, hopefully. But anyway, either way, looking at this sucker right here, if we want to take a look here at some action, I do think that we could make a move. Oh. We could. There's nothing saying we couldn't. Okay, so let's look for that. That could be an interesting play right there. If that's the case, it'll be a quick one and it won't last, and then we'll make our correction down, and then maybe we'll find our reversion to the mean here, if that's what's needed. All right, that's possible. And then this wave itself can play out, and you know, this kind of up down can play out, and then we can try and make our next up, which we are looking to be higher than this high, you know, making new highs and finding our way back. Whoops. Finding our way back, all the way back, right? But first we're gonna have to battle these different levels, this monster here, and then these monsters here. Ooh, it's coming, it's coming. All right, that's it in the KMD BTC fantasy land. For those of you who love your USDT price charts, again, here we have one. It's KMD USDT, and we are holding, this is a weekly, holding nicely around that 80-cent level. You can't complain, really, can you? But we look like we could be having, well, it's looking like a lot of the other ones, right? It could go down and then further up, or it could go down and then find its way even further down. That's just kind of where it is. Momentum-wise, looks like it's turning over. You know, so let's get a bit of that negative momentum. That's fine. Continued negative momentum. This is a daily price chart. So yeah, you know, look for a 75 cents for sure, and maybe even down towards the 70 cents. But looking to hold the 70 cents as support. And if we can get that, that'll be real nice. Let's see here. Oh boy, 61.8 is a 70 cents. So that would be nice. If we're playing with the wick, then you know, we get around 73 cents for that. Okay, cool. That's what we're looking for. in terms of support resistance. And we'll just briefly look at the 4-hour. Oh, wow, playing above the cloud. However, let's see quickly here. Yeah, look like we're building negative momentum. We have room for more negative momentum. Looks like we've played out the RSI movements to the upside. So KMD USDT also looking to continue lower. And I do think, yes, maybe it'll get a bounce here, but whatever. It looks like it's probably going to try and do one of those. Okay, let's find out. Don't be mad or nothing, okay? Yeah, equanimity is the word that I was not saying the last time, but it's what I meant. So, wishing you all the equanimity that you need. Maybe we can make some form of, I don't like calling out these pictures, but if we can do, if we can do one of these, that could be lovely. That could be very lovely. Let's do one. Let's go there. Anyway, no worries. But yeah, this is the 4-hour price chart. So that's where we're going to leave it with the KMD USDT price. Oh, let us draw in our trend line and just show you that there is still room for potential bouncing and higher move. But even if it's not a higher move, you could still from around here bounce, kind of like we were looking at that BTC chart, but probably resist at the 20 period average around there, and then make your way down there. Maybe you get into the cloud or something like that. Maybe you just break all the way through the cloud, but maybe not. Maybe you first, fuss around the cloud a bit first. Anyway, okay, maybe we went too low with that one. That's right around the 70 cents. So yeah, let's see. All right, that's about it for now. Done with you, Mr. Arrow. Goodbye. Okay, that's it. Thank you for watching. Thanks for enjoying. Maybe you learned something. Maybe you're fast asleep. Yes, get your rest. Get your rest. You are loved. You're worthy of love. You're capable. You can do anything you put your mind to. Love, peace, happiness. Take care. Goodbye. Until next time.